Welcome to the town of Forestville, where all the green chameleons live together very happily. Forestville is known to be the most cheerful town in the forest because everyone is always green, and green chameleon means a happy chameleon. It was the first day of school for the young chameleons in Forestville. While they got dropped off at school, their skin radiated green as they were very excited to learn and laugh and play with their friends. It was Mandy's first day at school, and she was new to the town of Forestville. Unlike the others in town, Mandy doesn't always look green. Sometimes, when her mind feels uneasy, she turns from green to purple.
The chameleons are always green in this town,
Mandy thought.
What if I turn purple and the whole class sees? What if I turn so purple that I have to leave and go home?
Mandy thought to herself before going to class.
I can do this.
As class began, Mrs. Branch asked Mandy if she would like to introduce herself as she was new to Forestville. Mandy gulped and her skin started to turn purple.
Why aren't there any words coming out of my mouth?
Thought Mandy.
Everyone's looking and I'm starting to turn purple.
Mandy didn't feel good. With her head spinning, she sunk down in her seat until Mrs. Branch started teaching. All of the chameleons sat at their desks with their green skin glowing, happily focusing on their work.
I can't sit still,
Mandy said to herself as she squirmed around in her chair, tapping her feet on the ground.
I've been sitting down for way too long, and there's too many words on this paper,
Mandy thought to herself.
Why does my mind feel so foggy?
The bell rang for recess, and the students hurried into the hallway to grab their things and go outside. As Mandy stepped into the hall, she saw chameleons from all different classes running around the halls, laughing and shouting.
There's so many chameleons,
thought Mandy, as her skin continued to turn more purple.
It's too loud,
she said to herself. With her mind feeling uneasy, Mandy's entire body turned purple. Mandy couldn't stand being purple anymore, and she was beginning to feel a little lonely. Mandy ran back into class and told Mrs. Branch that she felt sick and needed to go home. She felt embarrassed to be purple when the whole class was green.
Let's try lying down in the nurse's office first,
Mrs. Branch tells Mandy. At recess, River, Cleo, and Alex, some of Mandy's classmates, gathered together to play and noticed that she wasn't on the playground with them.
Where's Mandy? I've never seen a chameleon that isn't always green, said River. I saw her go to the nurse, replied Cleo. I've never seen one either, but my mom has told me stories about chameleons that live in other towns and how they change color based on how they're feeling. A purple chameleon is just a chameleon that feels anxious and uneasy.
I wonder if there's anything we could do to make Mandy feel more welcome and comfortable in our classroom,
said Alex. Together, the friends brainstormed ideas about how they could help Mandy when she starts to turn purple. After laying down in the nurse's office, Mandy decided to go back to class and try again, but her worries were still racing through her mind.
I can't help turning purple. What if that stops me from being able to come to school? What if school's only made for chameleons that are green?
When Mandy returned to class, Mrs. Branch told her that a few of her classmates made something very special for her. As she walked inside, she noticed a cozy tent had been built in the corner of the class, made up of pillows and blankets.
We made you a tent,
River said to Mandy.
It's okay to turn purple sometimes. You're still a part of our class, and we want you to feel welcome even when you aren't green.
Alex joined in and said,
Turning purple just means that your mind needs a break. So whenever you feel like you're changing from green to purple, you can go into the tent to have a quiet space or to spread out and do your work. You can even bring in a friend or two inside with you.
Mandy's face lit up with a smile. Because of the kindness of her classmates, Mandy learned that it was okay to turn purple even if the other chameleons were always green. She also learned that there are lots of things she could do to calm her mind and turn back to green, like taking a break in the new tent. She didn't feel embarrassed anymore, and she felt so happy knowing that just because she turns purple sometimes does not mean that she can't go to school with the other chameleons.